It's Saturday Night Hockey, baby. Let's go. It's Saturday Night Hockey, goddamn right, buddy. And your team lost big time. Why does my team always have to suck? Why can't they play defense? Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is another OGR, as today we have game 3, as this game was an absolute dumpster fire to say the least. And all the Oilers fans that are getting upset and they're wetting their pants, and I gotta say, man, all those Oilers fans on Twitter crying me a river, like, my lord, it's the first 3 games in. Don't they understand that? Like, legit, it's the worst thing to see from all the Oilers fans just getting upset and saying that we need to get rid of Mika Koskinen and saying that this and that, Nurse is playing terrible and all this random garbage. I'm about to spit some hot fire in this video, and I want to talk with you Oilers fans. So if you're an Oilers fan, sit down, fucking grab a diaper, because I'm about to fucking let you go, and I'm about to make you shit your goddamn pants, because this game was absolutely terrible, to say the least. But you Oilers fans saying that this is the end of the world and all this, and now Koskinen's trash, that's not the case. Mika Koskinen was standing on his head, and we'll get to that later on. But it's the first 3 games in the season, and I don't know why everyone's getting out of whack because it's the first 3 games of the season. This is about a climb. This is about a climb for the Edmonton Oilers, right? Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy as an Edmonton Oilers fan. Going down 1-2 is it's a thing that's happened. I know we've seen some bad times where we rebuild it a lot, but I think just believe in this team. This team is a good team. We just had some bad rough patches. We haven't had a preseason. Usually preseason time, this is be where we would kink out all the kinks, right? This is where Ethan Bear would be able to kink out all his bad kinks, and same with Nurse, and same with Barry, and same with Cuckoo, who has actually been one of our best defensemen. There's been a lot of kinks that we haven't been able to kick out, and don't worry, we have a rest day today. We're back on it on Monday against the Montreal Canadiens, but let's get right into this game. As Jeff Petry scored the first goal for the Montreal Canadiens, it was a pretty rough one. I don't know if you really want to talk about them because it'll just piss me off. Tatar got one as well, Petry, Evans, and then Tatar got one, the final one there in the third period. That line was buzzing between Danault, Gallagher, and Tatar. They were absolute buzzing every time they were on the ice. They had puck possession, they had offensive zone time, and they dominated. They purely dominated us. We couldn't get the puck out of the zone when they were there. They were speedy, they were fast, they were just everything we did not want them to be. And then Slater Cuckoo with a nice high shot there on Carey Price. It was a beautiful goal. I'm happy that Carey Price didn't get a shutout in our building. I didn't feel like he deserved a shutout in the building. Carey Price, I give it to him. He was absolutely standing on his head and absolutely playing better than Mika Koskinen, which I want to get into Mika Koskinen because I seen a lot of tweets last night, and I seen a lot of an Edmonton son. The guy was named Rob, and he was talking about the defense and how he let in 5 goals against in the last 3 games. And is it time to panic? First of all, as an analyst, you should listen to just not do that. First of all, the Edmonton Oilers, I think, yes, we've had a couple bad games, and yes, we shouldn't be playing like this right off the get-go. I think we should have been playing a lot better than what we have been. But we need to kick out some of the kinks. We have a very young team, and we got to remember that. Our defensive core is a very young defensive core. And all these people hating on Darnell Nurse, I've been loving Darnell Nurse since he came here. I know he made a couple mistakes last night, but I think out of all the defensemen, he was one of the better ones alongside of Barry. Barry who was fantastic, and Cuckoo, who got the big goal and was also doing very solid defensively. Everyone else, Ethan Bear had a really rough night. I don't know why they put Jones and Bear. I didn't feel like that was the best pairing to put together, but Nurse and Barry, I really loved that defensive core when they were playing alongside of each other. I felt like Nurse played a better game. I felt like Barry played a better game. But Nurse needs to stop going after those stupid hits. I really do believe that. Nurse is like kind of like a Jeff Petry. Jeff Petry, when he was playing with Edmonton, he wasn't always doing his best. But now since he's gone in Montreal, he's doing fantastic. And all these Oilers fans saying to trade away Nurse, that's just a dumb idea. It's trading away a very young defenseman who was a very high pick in the draft, who I think still needs time to develop. As a defenseman, I know that it takes a lot of time to develop to become a better defenseman over time. So all you Oilers fans saying to trade him, you're goddamn idiots. And same with Koskinen. All of those fans calling Mikko Koskinen a bad goalie, you just need to grow up and shut the fuck up, honestly. Because Mikko Koskinen was a great goalie. Last night he made some big saves. Now, yes, some were soft. And I was even asking, like, what goal? What goal was the soft one? The third one? Like, what was that? Wasn't that like the baton one where Jeff Petry, like, threw it to him? I think so. People are calling the third one soft, which I think is absolutely fucking stupid. It was a random tip. Mikko Koskinen tried to make a save, and then it legit bounced off his defenseman Ethan Bear, who was not really clearing the net very well. And all these people, it's like these people are like those are the players that blame their goalie for every single goal that happens out on the ice. They don't blame themselves because they're the Mr. Puck Hogs who skate all the way down the ice and get them big goals. That's that type of guy that's complaining about a goalie. I hate when people complain about goalies. I absolutely do, because goalies don't get enough credit in the NHL. They deal with a high volume of talent and a high volume of pucks, especially since Mikko Koskinen dealt with so many right off the get-go. Like, legit, 16-9 in the first period for the Montreal Canadiens, and 11-18 for the Edmonton Oilers, and then 9-8 for the Montreal Canadiens. Mikko Koskinen was dealing with a volume of shots right off the get-go in that first period, and then had to deal with that throughout the rest of the game. I think Mikko Koskinen was not to blame in this one. The defense was. The defense was a liability throughout this entire game once again. It was an absolute trash, though. This absolute team was just garbage, and only you Oilers fans, don't fucking panic. I hate that people are panicking. First 3 games in, oh my god, it's panic! It's panic! Holy shit, the Oilers are out winning! Guys, chill out. Chill out, okay? It's 3 games in. We're going to bounce back this week here against the Montreal Canadiens. I've been hearing Aaron Dell's on waivers right now, so maybe, just maybe, we'll go after Aaron Dell, but honestly, I don't have anything else to say about this game. It was a pretty rough one against the Montreal Canadiens, and the Edmonton Oilers fans were pretty upset about this one. So hopefully we have a bounce back game on Monday against the Montreal Canadiens, which I firmly believe we will. We take a little bit of a break. Connor McDavid will come back pissed. And people, the Montreal Canadiens legit had like 5 breakaways to our 1. I know people were saying Carey Price was standing on his head. He was. He absolutely was. But he didn't deal with the amount of scoring chances the Edmonton Oilers had to deal with, especially Mikko Koskinen. I think right off the get-go in the first period, it was like 10-1 for scoring chances for the Montreal Canadiens. So people blaming Mikko Koskinen for it just are absolute stupid. And I love you, Mikko. I'm a huge believer in you, buddy. You're playing great, and I'm out of fucking breath. I'm out of shape. But hopefully the Oilers will come back. It was a poor defensive effort. And we need to just forecheck, and we need to win those battles, because we didn't do that in the last game. We lost every single puck battle. We lost everything. They beat us to every puck. They were faster. They were hot on their feet. Everything the Montreal Canadiens did last night was a lot better, as my camera dies on me. The Oilers just have to play a better game against the Montreal Canadiens, or we will fall down 1-3, and we really don't want to fall down 1-3 in this Canadian division. But for right now, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Stop being such big babies about the Edmonton Oilers losing 2 games to start off the season, and we're not going at 10-0 to start off the season. It's not that big of a deal. We will bounce back. We always do. Have belief. Let's go, Oilers. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.